Okay, 14.1, fitting exponential functions to data. Essential question, what are ways to model data using an exponential function of the form f of x equals a b to the x power? If you look on the first page, page 775, we're going to check and see if these tables are exponential functions, which means are they going to curve and go up, which would be a growth, or are they going to curve and come down, or are they going to do neither, or are they going to be just a straight line? Okay, so here's how you check to see if it is exponential or not. We're going to take f of 1, which is, there's 1, f of 1 is going to be 4. So I'm going to take 4 and divide by f of 0, and f of 0 is 1. So I would take 4 and divide by 1 and put it in that box. So 4 divided by 1 goes right here. 4 divided by 1, which is 4. And then I would take f of 2, which is 16, divided by f of 1, which is 4. 16 divided by 4 is what? 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4. And then I would take f of 3, which is 64, divided by 16. It goes in the next box, which is 4. And then 256 divided by 64, which is 4. Since they all came out the same ratio, therefore that is exponential. So the data are or are not exponential. They are exponential, so we would circle R.
That's all you gotta do.
To check to see if it's exponential, that's all you have to do. Okay, on this one, what is f of 1 divided by f of 0? 7 divided by 1 is 7. F of 2, 13 divided by 7 is 13 sevenths, which is 1 6 sevenths. What about 19 divided by 13? And 25 divided by 19. So right here we have 7. Somebody divide 13 by 7 for me. 1.85. What is 19 divided by 13? 1.56. 46. What's 25 divided by 19?
1.31.
Okay, so those don't even match up. They would have to be the same or very, very, very close. They are not, so they are not exponential. Okay, let's look at C. 4 divided by 1. 4. Somebody do 13 divided by 4 for me.
3.25.
3.25. What is 28 divided by 13? 2.17. 49 divided by 28. 49 divided by 28? 1.75?
Yes.
Okay, those do not match up. That is, not exponential. Any questions on what we're doing? All right, let's look at the last one. 0.25 divided by 1. 0.25. What is 0.0625 divided by 0.25? 0.25. What is 0.015625 divided by 0.0625? 0.25. And then 0.00390625 divided by 0.015625. 0.25. Those are exponential. Questions on how you find out if it's exponential or not? Anybody? All right, turn to example 1A. I'm going to teach you 3 different ways to find an equation. Okay? We're going to refer to the first way as, and they'll refer to this later, the way Celia finds the equation. Okay, this is the way Celia finds the equation. So if you want to put this in your notes, that's fine. We are shooting for f of x equals a b to the x power. Now remember, on the last module, the a was the first number. So our a is going to be this number right here. Now that's a big number. That's like 3 million something, okay? So we're going to change that to a decimal. We're going to call that 3.93. 3.93 million is 3,930,000. Okay, so we're going to call that 3.93. Now, since that's our first number, that's our starting number, that is our A. So that right there will be the A. This will be our 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're looking at 10 years. We know the A. Now this is how Celia finds the B. Okay? Remember what we just did when we took the second number and divided by the first number? So we're going to do that on this problem. So we're just going to go down the row and I'm going to give you some numbers. I will call out your name and then you're going to give me the decimal. Okay? 1, take this number, go ahead and change it to a decimal, divide by the first number. Jacob, do the 7.24 divided by this one. Cash, 9.6 something divided by 7 point something. Jose, 12.8 divided by 9. Sandy, 17.06 divided by the 12 point something. Okay. Seth, 23 point something divided by 17. Crete, 31 point something divided by 23. Miranda, 38 point something divided by 31. Carla, 50 point something divided by 38. And Monica, 62 point something divided by 50 point something. Alright, so let's go ahead and write what you got. The rest of you can go ahead and write it down. So, what did you get?
1.36.
1.36. Jacob?
1.36.
1.36. Cash?
1.33.
1.33. Jose?
1.3.
1.3. Sandy? Not yet. Seth?
I got 1.36.
1.36. Creed?
1.36.
1.36. Miranda?
0.86.
0.8.
0.82.
0.82.
Yeah. I don't know.
Carla?
1.3.
1.3. Monica? 1.28. Sandy? Somebody do Sandy's. What were you doing, Sandy?
Mine was 1.22.
This should be 1.22?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we need Sandy's.
What's Sandy's?
I don't know. Which one were you doing, babe? 17 divided by 12? Okay, Creed, do that for me. 1 point what? 41?
1.42.
Okay. Okay, so there's our 10 numbers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to, or Celia did, she took all 10 of those ratios and averaged them. So what we need to do now is add all that up, and these are plus signs right here. Plus, plus, plus. Add all that up and divide by 10. That will give you your B. B equals whatever all those 10 ratios are, added up, divided by 10. Anybody have that? I want to say it was 1.33, but I'm not sure. Did anybody add it? Okay, 1.33. So when I write the equation, f of x equals a, which is 3.93, times b, which is 1.33 to the x power. That's Celia's equation. For this set of data, that's her equation right there. That's the a, which came from the first number, the b, which came from averaging all of these ratios together to the x power. Questions on Celia? Or that way to work the problem?
That's the answer.
That's the answer. I'm going to show you 2 more ways to do it. Okay? Look at the bottom of that page. Now we're going to refer to Ben. This is how Ben worked his problem. Same problem, same set of data. He just worked it a different way. Okay? These are the points that are on the table up above it. Now, the A is still going to be whatever it was over here. What was the A? 3.93. It's still 3.93. That is the A. Now what Ben did is he picked a point either from the graph or on the table that kind of fits on this curved part. Now I don't know whether he took it from this graph or he took it from the table, but the point that he picked, and you can pick any point except the first one. You can't pick it because it's your A. Okay? He picked 38.56, and he may have got it from that graph, or he may have got it from right here, this table right here. 838.56. That's the point he used. 838.56. Okay? So he picked 1 point from the table. And he used his A and 1 point to find B. This is how he did it. So here's your equation. F of x equals A times B to the x power. So what he did was he substituted that 8 for the x, the 38.56 for the y, and the 3.93 for the A. So 38.56 equals 3.93 times B to the 8 power. Does everybody see where those numbers came from? Remember, f of x is the same thing as y, so it came right here. Equals, A was 3.93, that was the first number on our table. B we're looking for, to the x power came from that x right there. Now he solved for B. So I would divide both sides by 3.93. And I would get 9.18 equals
No,
B.
9.81. Sorry.
9.81. It's that dyslexia.
Yeah.
9.81 equals B to the x power, to the 8th power. How do I get rid of that 8 right there? We did this.
Multiply by 8.
Multiply it by not 8, but
1/8.
1/8. Very good. So by 1/8, this side by 1/8. So what is 9.81 to the 1/8 power?
1.33.
1.33 equals B. Now, Ben's way, this was his equation. F of x equals A times B to the x power. How does that compare to Celia's way? What was